Today I want to show you an interesting case, how I approach that case surgically, and the long-term follow-up results. So let's dive in. So this is a great example of a grade 4 gynecomastia in someone who's had massive weight loss. Let's take a look at the before pictures. Now this patient lost a significant amount of weight, over 80 pounds. And so what will that do to your chest? Well, few things. Number one, it causes a lot of deflation, and you can see that on the front view with how kind of loose and lax and empty this skin is, right? But the other thing is, look at the areolas. They're significantly too big for his chest. You can really see the contour of his pec muscle on the before photo. They're right here. And so his whole breast is actually below his pec muscle. It's almost sitting on his abdomen. And nowhere is that more noticeable than on this side view, this 3/4 view. Look at this pec muscle. This guy really lost his weight the old-fashioned way through diet and hard work at the gym. And you can see his pec contour is fantastic, but look at this. This is just hanging off of his pec. And it's not unlike women who've had a lot of droopiness in their breasts. And so just like in women where you're not just gonna do removal of the breast tissue to tighten it, you gotta take out skin. It's the same thing here. I wanna point your attention to another thing with his 3/4 view. This angle here is far less than 90 degrees. And when I see that, I know that if I just take out the tissue underneath that skin's gonna just look like an empty sock. It's not gonna go upwards and tighten up, so I gotta take care of that skin. And I'm telling you all this so I can get to how I propose that surgery and my surgical plan. Before I do, let me just show you one other thing here. Not only is this too low, but look at the position of his nipple compared to his belly. His nipple goes past his belly, and I'll keep that in mind for the after photo where you'll see that the contour is much better and it's much more deep projected. So with all those three things in mind, my plan for his surgery was to do a double mastectomy with the free nipple areola graft. And that's really for three things. Number one, the fullness that he had, but most importantly, the extra skin and the areola size and position of those areolas. Let's take a look at him at 6 months. And so this is a moderate long-term follow-up. Usually I see these patients at 6 months and then again at a year, but you can see already from the front view how much better his contour is. The incision placement is placed right under his pec muscle right there. And that's really key to hide that incision in the contour of that inferior pec to kind of make it disappear over time. But look again at his areolas. His areolas, much smaller and in a proper location. They are now sitting on top of his pec as opposed to below his pec. And you can really now see the contour of his chest muscle, which he worked so hard to get in the first place. Now, I'm going to show you here that 3/4 view again. And the things that I pointed out before, remember that pec contour here, now you appreciate it the entire way. There's no more breast tissue that's just hanging off of that pec. And this angle that he had before that was far less than 90 degrees is now about 110, 120 degrees. And so that angle is a lot better. And why wouldn't it be? I've removed all that extra skin. And not to mention, look at this areola before surgery, and then look at the areola graft in the proper size, proper location, and his incision is exactly underneath that pec muscle. It's a little bit pink and red to be expected at 6 months. That will continue to fade over the next year. And then again, from the side view, what did I show before? That this was sticking past his belly, and now look, it's in line with his belly. In fact, it's actually a little bit behind his belly, and what's really in line is just his pec muscle. And so these are the things that led to me doing this surgery and why his contours are so good at this point. And not to mention, look at the position of the nipple based on his arm before surgery, and now look where it is. It's at a much higher position compared to where it was before. So overall, an outstanding, outstanding result. And it's only going to get better as he goes farther out from surgery because those incisions are going to continue to fade. And by a year and a half, 2 years, barely noticeable. So I hope this video was educational for you and showed you a little insight into how I, as a plastic surgeon, approach these cases and seeing these long-term results. And if you're interested in seeing more examples of this type of surgery, be sure to check out my website, my YouTube page, and my Instagram page. Until next time, guys.